Thank you for joining us for this episode of CNTV. I'm Brad Clonch.
And I'm Quin Tran. The Chickasaw Nation celebrates a major achievement of the Department of Health.
The Chickasaw Nation Department of Health won the Oklahoma Quality Foundation Leadership and Excellence Award. We believe we earned this recognition based on the amazing team that we have, the pride that we take in ensuring that we provide quality services to our patients, the way we honor our dedication to the mission of the tribe to enhance the overall quality of life of the Chickasaw people.
The Leadership Excellence Award is the Oklahoma Quality Foundation's top honor given in the state. Companies in a wide range of industries vie for the achievement. The recognition qualifies the Chickasaw Nation Department of Health to pursue the national award, the Malcolm Baldridge National Quality Award. The Chickasaw Nation COVID-19 testing and vaccination team receives high honors. In a tribal health conference, the National Indian Health Board presented the Chickasaw Nation with an Area and Regional Impact Award for the Oklahoma City area. The tribe was recognized for mobilizing and establishing COVID-19 clinics and vaccination sites during the pandemic. Services were not only offered to Chickasaw citizens and First Americans, also to others in area communities across Oklahoma and those from 38 states.
We travel now to Grapevine, Texas for the unveiling of Peace Circle. Some Chickasaw citizens attended the public art ceremony featuring 11 bronze statues. They represent Native American tribal leaders, including Chickasaw Captain Ishteukatubby. They met with Republic of Texas President Sam Houston in 1843, known as the Peace Circle meeting. It was a gathering to reaffirm Texas's commitment to peace and friendship with the tribes. Glenda Galvin is a descendant of the Chickasaw captain. She says the ceremony was very special.
You know, to look at this and see that we're still here and we're still doing the same thing that he did. We're still negotiating. And I, as a family member, can still be a part and see resolution to all of these compacts that we're doing and the negotiations that our tribe is still doing. And here we are, 4 and 5 generations later. I have grandchildren that will be able to go see that statue and know that he worked hard for his tribe just like we did.
The talents of this Texan, Chickasaw elder Brenda Kingery, is on display on the East Coast. The Cahoon Museum of American Art in Massachusetts is exhibiting a series of her abstract paintings. Weaving Messages is inspired from Brenda's time living and studying abroad and also her connection to Chickasaw culture.
There's stories behind all of these paintings. And I want to share that with everyone, that there's so much value in each of us. We're all family. We're all brothers, you know. We belong, we all do.
Her beautiful works of art will be on exhibit at the Cahoon Museum through December 19th.
What's your name, Minji? Montford Thomas Johnson.
2 films produced by Chickasaw Nation Productions are streaming right now on Netflix. Montford, the Chickasaw Rancher, is a Western epic inspired by the true story of Montford Johnson. He built a vast ranching empire along the Chisholm Trail.
Mr. Thompson, your daughter has a gift.
The movie Teata is also available on Netflix. The film is based on the life of Chickasaw storyteller Mary Thompson Fisher, known as Teata. Chickasaw Nation Productions produces feature films and documentaries to tell the stories of the tribe and its people. Visit ChickasawFilms.com to learn more about Chickasaw Nation Productions, upcoming projects, and casting information. The Chickasaw Nation hosts the Anole Creative Writing Contest every year. The Chickasaw word Anole means to tell.
Avery Pullen, a Chickasaw citizen from Midland, Texas, told a great story. She earned first place for her short story about baseball, titled The Wait.
So the story was really inspired from a couple of minor league baseball players that we hosted in our home over a period of a couple of summers. Just really loved baseball. My brother-in-law played minor league baseball, and I'd always heard his stories, and then we, hosted the guys. So last year I wrote a story about minor league baseball and actually placed second in the contest. So this year, as I was preparing for the contest, I thought, this guy in my story, his life just isn't finished. He needs a sequel. So I wrote the sequel, The Wait, and yeah, it was really loosely based on some of the stories I had heard from minor league clubhouses.
The Wait is the title, and it's the perfect title because these guys wait so long to make it big.
Yeah.
I love this line in your piece. To be 27 years old playing baseball for a living and eating stale crackers because I want to, that's a freedom and a privilege I forget too often.
Yeah. The life that you live as a minor league baseball player, and you see the guys and they get tired and they get down, but there's still a hope that they might make it, and the food that they eat is often disgusting. I mean, I don't even want to comment on it, but that's why we wanted to be host families, is because we wanted to provide them at least, a place that was comfortable, a place that they could feel at home, a place they could eat decent food. And the guys will tell you I remember when I had my ice chest and I would leave a milk jug in the ice chest, and that's like what I had. It's all I had. And you think, wow, why would you do that? And they're like, because we might make it. You might make it to Major League Baseball. And that's like such a dream that they're willing to live through some of this hardship. And I think that was hopefully expressed in The Wait, in the sequel, is that he's still living through just circumstances you don't wish upon yourself after you've graduated college, after, you think all your friends are working the 9 to 5, making a lot more money than you are in minor league baseball, but you're still willing to do it because there's a dream and there's a hope and you're just so close.
You don't have to be a baseball player to connect with this message of waiting and hoping and having a goal.
Yes, you're right. I teach 6th grade as well. And we talk about the baseball players, we talk about this, but that's the same theme, the same message I try to give to the students is you're so close, or you have this privilege that a lot of people don't have, or you get a free education, or, maybe it's just that day's lesson, like you're right there, and when you see them make it, or you see them get it, or even my own children, when they're trying something new and they get it, it's fun to see and it's fun to watch.
Avery teaches 6th grade reading, writing, and social studies. She's an excellent example for her students, showing them what her passion for reading and writing can do, which includes winning an Anole Creative Writing Award.
Congratulations to her. In upcoming episodes of CNTV, look for more conversations with Chickasaw citizens who earned honors in this year's Anole Creative Writing Contest. The 2021 Virtual Southeastern Art Show and Market remains open through the end of December. CSAM.net showcases the work of more than 100 Southeastern and Woodland First American artists. Enjoy the pieces and do some holiday shopping here too. Visit the virtual market at csam.net. If you're looking for a Christmas gift for your little one, we have a suggestion. One of the latest Chickasaw Press books released this year.
Funny Funny is a Chickasaw children's book written by Wiley Barnes and illustrated by Joshua Henson. It's a clever book about a fun squirrel.
The original Funny Funny came from the idea to do a play on the word funny and then to teach the Chickasaw word for squirrel to children. So it was really just a simple concept of doing a play on the Chickasaw word and the English word and making it something where maybe children can easily remember it. The character and the personality of Funny is inspired by my 9-year-old daughter, Layla. Funny, the character in the book, is a squirrel, and she is like Layla. She is fun, she is silly, and has a really big imagination and a big heart, and she loves all types of animals, and she imagines herself going on all these different adventures with different animals. A lot of them are zoo animals. Some of them are at home, and they are just lovey, what we call loveys in the book, which are stuffed animals that she imagines being friends with and going on adventures with.
Your daughter's not only the inspiration for the book and for the main character, but she also has an active role in it, huh?
Layla got to be the voice of Funny Funny in the book trailer. I was actually surprised how well she just slid right into the role, and she did an excellent job.
My name is Funny Funny, and I love to make friends with animals.
Is this the first children's book that you've illustrated, Josh?
So this is the most recent. I've done a couple in undergrad. I did as projects, but this is the first one to get sort of widely published. It was a cool opportunity to kind of, I don't know, stretch out in a way and do work that's outside of the artistic sort of production that I would normally do. You know what I mean? I'm not a children's book illustrator, but I guess I am now. We did collaborate with one of Wiley's employees, Corey, who ended up doing the coloring. So I just did the line work, and then Corey did all the layout and the colors in the book. I want kids to think that the illustrations are fun. I'm hoping that parents will catch the little Easter eggs that we left in there for them. You know, when you're doing as many illustrations as I was doing, I had to come up with novel ways to keep myself interested. You know, it's a lot of work. So there's a variety of things like pop culture references from film and TV, just silly things. You know, one of my favorite spreads was a scuba diving prairie dog. Well, we know prairie dogs don't scuba dive, but it's funny.
I hope it makes them smile. I mean, that's the number one. There is a scene where Funny is playing board games with some zebras. Josh is pretty clever, and we kind of came up together that we actually have the zebra and Funny playing Hungry Hungry Hippos. So there's some irony in there that they're playing a board game that has animals in it as well. It's definitely beyond what a normal picture book would be, as that it is 88 pages, and it has both a picture book story, but it also has a nonfiction education piece to it. And so the glossary in the back has all 75 animals that are featured in the book. So these animals that Josh illustrated throughout the book appear through the book with the language, but then you have a reference guide in the back that goes through the Chickasaw for that animal, and then also has the pronunciation, and then goes into a handful of animal facts that relate to that animal. And then if the animal relates to Chickasaw history and culture, we specifically talk about that relationship.
Both of you are Chickasaw citizens, both with children. This is a great book that helps children learn the Chickasaw language, and really anyone at any age can learn through this book.
It's important. One big aspect of our work in language is to present language in interesting and accessible and exciting sort of ways. You know what I mean? Not everyone can do an 8-hour-a-day immersion project, and certainly not a child. But if we can give them the vocabulary, you know, what's your favorite animal? Oh, you say it like this. Any positive experiences that children have when they're young can grow up into adults, you know, and they have positive sort of associations with the language, which is something that is really critical, you know, to maintain citizen interest and to grow it, frankly. So this is one way that we can do that.
You know, my family, we have a big connection with animals in our family, with pets or livestock, or just enjoying going to the zoo or learning about different animals. So there is a big aspect of just, you know, the love for nature and animals and family too. It's a book about family. I always think it's neat whenever we, you know, Josh and I can collaborate and take something that maybe is a difficult subject, you know, or like Chickasaw clans, things that related to Chickasaw people, and we kind of present it in a way that we can connect to children and something that they're going to remember. And so that's what I really hope, is that they walk away and they learn something that they didn't know before, but they enjoyed learning about it at the same time.
We learn all kinds of Chickasaw lessons and language from this book. Funny Funny is available through the Chickasaw Press. Well, we hope you've enjoyed spending time with us.
Quinn and I will see you next time for another episode of CNTV.